Good evening, my friends. It's Sunday evening, 2nd of May, and it will be posted early in the morning. My angel is with me, and I will say that this video is for entertainment only, so I will explain in a moment why. But I have to make an announcement that I will have on Thursday Zoom meeting with Diane. Zoom or something else, but with Diane from Diane's Tarot. Wonderful girl, and we had before, it was on her channel, so this time it will be on mine. Okay, why is on entertainment only? You know, we are seeing a lot of talks about the recanting in Arizona. Whenever I hear that, I'm wondering what will come out of it. And when I saw the outhouse explosion, I thought, whew, it will be a lot of spread of word S ending at T. So it will be a lot of that going around, spreading in the smell. So I will pull a few cards. How this will, what kind of effect will that have? Because probably not good for the environment. But they are making this in such a secret, and they are using black lights and recanting. So many donors are paying, so it's going into millions. And 125, I think it was paid by the taxpayers, but the rest is never-ending story, and we will see the drama going on. So 3 cards, how this will kind of end it. Oh, one flew by itself. America will be in a busy excitement, running, and a lot of excitement. Queen of Works, symbol of upside down. This one, the card that flew. It will cause insecurity, upside down. Usually this way, she's symbol of security. This will cause so much insecurity because Don wants to fulfill his dreams. Yeah, you have to watch. Because today I was talking to my husband. No one is talking about this, that Pence actually in the last moment behave so professional. If he wouldn't come back for the readings of those ballots, can you imagine what the chaos will be all over the country? Few days even, if it will be not on time delivered. The announcement that Biden is the president. So at least Pence behave like a patriot. That moment, that night, until 3 o'clock in the morning, because he let the ballots to be accepted and prove that that Biden is the president. We are not talking, we don't like him, but we have to be objective. The title will be Rudy Between Rock and Hard Place. Again, I asking my own question. Will Rudy be testifying against Don? And I saw a rock and a hard place, and he is a big fish squeezed between those two things. I don't think they will even give him a chance to be cooperative against Don. I think they are both big fishes. I believe that he will be the second big fish Junior might be the third, and so on. But oh yeah, he will be saying that he loves Don Don. He is so much in love with him, but they are both dysfunctional guys. A lot of about being faithful, a lot of being, but they are both in love with Mr. Tutin. And Mr. Tutin and Don Don are squeezing Giuliani, and he can't say too much because everything, whatever he will say, it will prove that he was working against USA, not for USA. So he is in trouble. That's my intuitive feelings as a psychic. Walter M. What's going to miss? What's going to Missouri Senator Hawley for his part in trying to cover throughout the election? He was standing against the electoral votes, and I saw empty chair, so he will eventually lose his chair. That might mean that he will have to answer some questions about his connections with those Don supporters and who was paying him and so on. So that will be something. He was working part-time for kind of just for harvest for himself. So he was working extra, and he thought he can negotiate for Don his winning. And that's not his role. People choose him for playing different role. Lindsay G. OC. So you are saying that Ivanka will be divorcing Jared. I saw her sitting in the window and dreaming like a girl who wants to have wonderful wedding and be, in love and so on. I can't imagine her being that much in love. Maybe she was at the beginning. Apparently he wasn't that much, but she was in, because he was listening to his parents who didn't want him to marry her, and he didn't want to marry her. He broke up with her. So you can imagine what a strong man he is. So is she dreaming about? Well, she has an axe. So she wants to end up the relationship as soon as possible, probably. She's doing this because daddy is telling her what to do and how to pretend that they are the lovebirds. I feel sorry for both of them, actually, for Ivanka and Jared, as a humans. Like, you can't imagine being in their shoes to be told what they have to do. Laura J. Is Simon Devonte Day, the AC, 55-year-old man, Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles love song? That's a big story lately, that apparently Camilla gave birth to that Simon, and he wants DNA from Charles and Camilla, and to be checked if he is their son. And I think he's doing this more for the money, to be kind of famous for 1 minute. That's what I'm seeing. I don't think, if he would be a real son of Charles, Vivi, I'm sorry, they will make sure that that boy is well taken care of, that he is adopted by someone that can pretend that it's their son. I don't think that was the story. Yes, he is doing this for the money, to be well known. He thinks, even maybe he feels that he has the rights to be the throne, but he is outsider. He is just outsider. There is a wall between the castle and him. There is a castle over here. There is no way that he is the son. That's kind of my feeling. But everyone can dream, and he was adopted. And no one told him who are his parents. And apparently grandma, when she was dying, she told, Vivi, Caron, Matt Bevin, a former governor of Kentucky and Don Don's supporter, is planning to run for governor of Kentucky. Will he win again? He was before and now he's someone else's and he wants to try it. And I saw him testifying, and I thought what he can be testifying about. And he was giving pardons, and he has some explanation to do, and he has connection with Moscow Mitch, so the law will be against him. He will have to answer some questions, and Biden is not going to let it go that easy. So he will be claiming that that's not true, that he was following the orders and so on from his big boss that he loved so much. I will pull the cards again so I have more cards. Rishu, I'm doing reading. Okay. Anne G. Will Don Don leave Florida to move to New Jersey? And if so, will Melania move with him? And I saw him temporarily moving. It's like living on a suitcases. So I don't think he will move there forever. He will be just kind of moving here and there. And she will be living her own life. She has eye on someone, so she is having sweet someone who is adoring her. And is she having a quiet affair? The best one will be with the bodyguard. She wants divorce. She is thinking about divorcing Don Don. She wants the sun to shine on her and her son, but she is still feeling like not able to do. She has to break up the relationship, and as long as Don Don thinks about presidency, she is not allowed to go free. Tal Affleck, will we have natural remedy for method for treating ADHD? And I think they will figure out that those children who had the ADHD needed more time to be outside, needed more time to exercise. So they will be trying to give them more freedom, maybe even more breaks during the school classes, maybe more activity. We never had anyone in Poland that will have HDND. It was unheard of, but we had a lot of break. We have 45 minutes lessons, but we have the first class break 5, then 10, then 15 minutes, and again 5, 10, 15 minutes, and there was no one who was sitting on each or acting strangely. We were very, but we had physed few days a week that we were exercising, and maybe that was helping those kids to lose the beans. I think they have to do something for those kids who are more hyper. instead of giving them tablets to calm them down and make them vegetables. Eva, do you see more lockdown in Canada after this? Because we are getting really high in numbers of people who are sick. And I saw that some places, yes, but people will be forced to obey rules. I saw someone symbol of holding gun and like a soldier, so we will be forced to we are wearing mask. There is no way you can go to any store without the mask or being in a public place without the mask. So yes, we will have probably some small lockdowns, not big, and eventually we will probably be protected. What we put, we will receive. So we have to, angel of justice, obey some rules to receive. And it will be all over the country. Right now they close our schools in Red Deer. So the doctors will decide how we behave and when we are ready to have more freedom. We had more freedom, but it went out of control, kind of. Sterling G. Will the US within the next year really see changes taking places to help with next 5 years with the climate? And I saw English garden. Those are beautiful gardens, but they are not French gardens. French gardens are more under control. Everything is symmetrical. Everything is perfect to the point that it's not natural, but the English garden, yeah, they will be better. It will be more beautiful, but still free. The things will be growing freely and so on, but it will be better taken care of. So the climate will be better in the 5 years, but it will be not very strict yet. So there will be not visible, because in the English garden you feel relaxed, you enjoy the nature. In French garden you feel like everything is so symmetrical, but even in English garden you can see some places that they are very manicured, but it's not as controlled as a French garden, to me at least. So I will see what the cards are saying. It will change. It will go for the better, for the quieter. The fire is behind us, so it will be less aggressive. People will have to fight for it, and angels of swords will help us, angel of protection, and a lot of love. Yes, the doctor, that will be like healing the earth. Okay, Caitlin M. She's wondering what Ivanka's life will be in Saudi Arabia. And she asked about my hair, how long they ever been. I never had longer than that. Somehow I always cut them, so maybe when they are wet they are that long. My mother was able to sit on her braided hair, and her brother was pulling her. I never had that long, just mostly longer, and then I'm cutting. And how Ivanka's life will be in Saudi Arabia, I don't think but she likes to be obeying. She likes to feel that there are rules and she has to obey them, so she will be fine. That's her kind of feelings, that she will take some chances. As long as the guy will have a big wallet, she will go. And she thinks she will negotiate something with him. So she is optimistic that she can do well in Saudi Arabia, if that will be her destination. Sarah. Bill Gates recently said he no to sharing COVID-19 vaccination formula with India. Why not? And I saw money, money, and power. Money is so addictive, so he probably wants to have control and power for his companies, and he doesn't really think that he wants to share. And that somehow it's completely different than what he is telling to us, but he will think about he thought already about that, making that decision. He thinks the grass is greener for him. If people need his vaccination, he can sell it. He wants to celebrate his ability to making money and be on top of everything, so nothing for free. I'm sorry, because we have to pray for those people in India. I'm very sorry. Knutsford. Will any Congress people be kicked out of Congress for helping with January 6th? And I saw some of them being escorted by police. So yes, some of them will be taken care of. But first, you have to start with the big fish and prove that he was in cooperation with Putin, and that will change every point of all those people who are so faithful to Don Don, they will kind of lose the ability to be the one who are impressed, the party is so impressed with. I'm standing for Romney and for Liz Cheney for standing up against. They will be the heroes. The other people will be the losers. Yes, they will be confused. Why we were playing? We didn't know that Don is so on. Intuitively, they knew. Intuitively, everyone knew about Miller report, and everyone had that intuition. It's not only me. I believe everyone has the. Please share how you felt when Miller report was put a lid on. Did you feel that there is something really dark that they are hiding? ESP, Governor Gavin Newsom is facing recall here in California. Caitlyn Jenner is to be the Republican opposition. What will be the outcome of that recall? And I have saw Caitlyn, and she said, "Oh, I just want attention. I'm not doing this for anything else, just for attention. I don't know anything about politics, but I want attention." That's her attitude. And I don't think she has any chances with that kind of attitude. People want someone serious to run, and he will need support. He needs people to support him. Magician, the best card. We have to believe that that will help him, and it's a better future for him. He still has to wait for probably end of his cadency. Partial awareness, that's the questionnaire. We will be with our pets who have passed. And I believe that our pets are like a shadow walking behind us, as long as we are thinking about them. If someone doesn't have those feelings, then the pets don't feel connected, and they go to the new life, and they are ready to restart new adventure. But the ones who are missed, like I miss my first baby that I had when I was very young. She was amazing dog and extremely faithful. So I feel that she is still kind of hanging around with me. The journey is not easy for us when we are letting them go. they find that secure. They found that the ones of us that are thinking about them, they want us to be secure, so they are protector for us, and they want to be, they will give us sometimes the clue where is some danger. So I think that they want to, they will like us to be, I will leave that question for the next one because it will take forever to answer. And now I will do the circle of a good energy. I always have more questions written, but I can't answer all of them. Thank you so much for sharing your questions with me. I'm trying to answer as many as possible, but I wanted the most important to be rich in every video, so that's my goal. Thank you for your kindness and likes and watching me. I want to now to pray that the virus will go away, that we will feel safe and we will be protected and we will know the cure and the reason why some people are getting and others are not. That's the clue that we should be able to discover by now, why some people are not infected, even if husband and wife are sleeping in the same bed. Like our Prime Minister Trudeau, maybe they don't sleep, but still, his mother was sick, his wife came sick from Europe, from England, and he didn't. So there are some protections that our body has, and scientists should be able to figure out after a year and 3 months or 5 months what are the things that are capable of protecting us. So please send the knowledge to the doctors, and so they will be able to share with us and give us the ability to know what we shouldn't do, how something simple supposed to be, that the children are less affected, and that's God blessing, that they are not as affected as the adults, but they are getting worse and worse, so it's spreading more. Please stay safe. I love you guys and you love each other, and please share to everyone that as long as they are around you, you love them and you have ability to tell them. Okay? And please send your questions and comments and likes. Thank you.